Why do I need to be on this? Why do I need to be on this? I don't. Why do I need to be on this? I don't. Now let's see if this works, y'all. Oh, by the way, this is Smokey. He is apparently part of the podcast today. He's not letting me trying to do my thing. Let me stretch him. Wait, I stretchy the kitty. I stretchy the kitty. They doing to be stretchy. Oh, you stretchy the big butt. You don't. You don't. Now sit down. You shitty little fudger. You. Hey, keep your nails out of my bag, please. Thank you much. We're trying to do a podcast here, sir. Hopefully he does. Okay, now. I
Concrete vines twisting, urban jungle rhythm glistening. Sunset slow, casting shadows where the streetlights listening. Heartbeat of the city, a bass drum thumping slow. Survival instincts kicking, gotta make that hustle grow. From broken sidewalks, dreams of paradise unfold. In this concrete jungle, stories yet untold. Universal jungle where the wild things roam. Echoes in the alleyways, calling this place home. We the children of the night, bathed in neon glow. Roots run deep in the concrete jungle, watch us grow.
what I'm gonna do. If I move, he moves type shit. Real Smokey. Y'all here cannot see what's going on right now, but y'all on TikTok clearly see what's going on. My cat has taken over my whole thing. Like he took over my notes. He took over Smokey. Like, bruh. I am trying to do a show. Like, this is not me and Smokey show. Smokes, Smokey, are you comfortable? Anyways, y'all, welcome back to the Universal Jungle. I am so glad I am back. My body, my spirit, my ancestors, people that really enjoyed this show, the selected few that did. Um really wanted me to come back, and I am back. I am back in full effect. We are revamped. Things are going to be a little different. I'm trying to stay consistent. Nothing new, we're going to have information, and I'm going to have truths, and we're going to talk some shit, and we're going to laugh, and we're going to have a good time here. The reason why I was gone, life has been lifing. Bills definitely been billing, and work has been working. So, I had to take care of some things. And just in case you guys are wondering why I'm looking up this way, is because my new different setup, I got to move some things around in my area so that I'm not doing this. Okay? Um, I feel like we have set the tone for a lot of things as far as my teasers, as far as the couch, you know what I'm saying? Um, and now my cat. I'm really surprised my dog's not over here, but I guess one at a time type thing. I need to remind y'all that the Universal Jungle is something unique. I got a frog in my throat. Excuse me, y'all. That is, it is very, 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 very unique. We have a couch, and these people are people that have opinions, and they want to share their opinions. They want to share their truths. They want to have comments to anybody that has comments. You know, this is what they're here for. You know, they're the jungle. Um, they're gonna be live, full effect. Now, right now, you know, we don't have too many people on the couch, which is unfortunate. And I hope in the future that we get some more of you guys that want to participate on the couch, share your opinions, and don't want to be seen. Because that's what you got me for. You know. If you know, you know. Um, so yeah, that's what that's what the jungle is about. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, before we begin on some topics today, okay? I would like to let y'all say hello to the couch. So y'all be polite and say hello to the couch. And the couch be polite back and say hello to the viewers.
Hello to everyone that's out there watching.
Again, it's only one. And he's been my number one supporter and I love him. Of course he put a ring on it, so I mean he has no choice. You know? But one of the things that I wanted to talk about is everybody being an expert right now on social media. Like every time you look on social media, there is, and if y'all see that I'm looking weird, it's because one, I'm trying to talk to the couch, and two, I have a kink in my neck, so I have to kind of adjust. But yeah, everybody on social media right now is experts on every aspect of every little critical thing that people have judgment on. And that shit is fucking crazy. It is crazy. People put their whole lives on social media just for the next person to pick it apart, just for the next person to give some kind of validation or justification. Then the next person wants to be the therapist, and it's a evil freaking cycle of retardation, if you ask me. And yes, I said that word. I'm not calling nobody one, but you know what I mean. So if anybody takes offense to that, kiss my ass. Did you take offense to that? Um, we also got TikTok people trying to give advice on everything. Can you hit okay? Because TikTok decided it wanted to violate me because I said kiss my ass. What's so um Dante? Some audience. Again, I don't know who is trying to restrict it, but guess what? It's freedom of speech, and I'm going to say what's on my mind, regardless if you like it or not. So, for anybody on Twitch, on Facebook, on TikTok, if you don't like what you hear, get the fuck off. Okay? Get the fuck off. Seriously. You can jump out from between and go somewhere else. Otherwise, shut up and listen, because why else? Like, even my cat's got something to say. You know what I mean? Like the hell? Like I hope you didn't just fart on me neither that what that noise was. Are you comfortable, dude? Is you really comfortable? I'm not about to make this whole show about your big black butt.
I can't see the other. Oh, yeah.
Oh yes, I can on TikTok, not on Facebook and Twitch. But yeah, TikTok, advice culture, I mean, you can really look up any and everything on TikTok, learn how to cook, you can learn how to sew, you can learn how to make crafts, you can make jailhouse candies, jailhouse.
Basically anything out there.
Right. Me and my husband just last week, and we meant to record it, which we're going to do it again, but I got to get the right measurements because mine's fucked up, and he, of course, he played the fuck out of me the whole entire time. Talking about my candy tastes better. We just we decided to make some prison candy, which is a little bit of creamer, um, some hard crushed up Jolly Ranchers, and what else? Oh, and the flavor packets like that you put in your water. Um, Trust me, it looked like it would have been some good. And if it works out, we're gonna take it and share it with everybody. We're gonna sell it.
They say prison candy is basically taffy candy. It's taffy.
Right, and we can sell it for $1. Little kids brought their little kids' teeth out. Man, you're making my job difficult with your big butt. Like, how am I supposed to go on to the next thing if you in my way? I mean, I is this what's gonna now happen every time I go sit in this chair and get comfortable? Big butt. I love him. I love him. Funny story. We thought him was a her for the longest time until we seen him trying to, do his adult things and mark his territory on a female cat. And then we realized her wasn't a him. But guess what? The name Smokey was universal anyway, so it fit. I mean, it fit. And he still is my lovey little flirt butt. That's why he's sitting on top of me like it's nobody else's business. Like, again, y'all can't see that, but this is what's going on. Real life versus internet life. Like, why? Why do people do the most? Like, for real, like you you're online, you're showboating that you got a jet, that you got this big old boat, that you go on these trips and all of that, all the while in the background, you're about to get bankrupt, you're about to lose everything, you're not doing great at work, you know what I'm saying? You're barely catching sleep, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't see what's the point of not being real. Y'all clearly heard, well, y'all didn't, but if you were on TikTok, they seen about a good 5-6 minutes of realness of the universal jungle. Can't get no realer than that than real. My son had to fix my computer. They got to see that. They got to see my son being a whole ass, and me being a mom and doing the things that I can't do on here because then I'll get violated. But it is crazy that people really. Hey, Uncle Mo. It's really crazy that people are out here making life look so easy online. Like, it's easy to obtain. You got to spend all your money to obtain it, though. And then turn around not realizing you just spent your whole life savings chasing a dream that was never going to happen because it's part of a Ponzi scheme. This is what they intended to do. Take your money to begin with because they knew you were going to be vulnerable one way or the other. I have um shared a lot of these. Part of my revamping to the Universal Jungle Show is, reaching out to my loyal fans that still want to participate and share backgrounds that just can't be here and they really don't want to comment and put themselves out here on social media, which we're not going to say. We're just going to be, and we're going to appreciate it.
We understand. We not judge.
We do too judge. We do too judge. We say we don't, but we do. Off camera, we judge, but it's a good judge. It's a good judge. Um, so in a parts of me making this for you guys. Spoke to a good few people that, encouraged me to get back on and doing the Universal Jungle podcast. And I was so ever so grateful, when they asked me, well, what do you have in mind? What are you going to speak about? So, I read a few things down to them and they're like, well, do you mind if when you get ready to do the night before, run these things through me and, I could share some of my commentary and or share a story or two from somebody else's perspective. So we're going to read somebody's comment to real life versus internet life and how it affect them. And it was said, I feel like a lot of y'all are gonna have a lot to say about this comment that was sent in by a viewer. So I asked a few of them some things, like I just explained. So as Jungle Family, what's the words we say? We we something, but we don't judge, but we do, cause the jungle is not always a safe place. You know what I'm saying? So it reads, I'm not gonna lie, I definitely been faking it a little bit online. Like I post old pictures like I'm outside or doing something, but the whole time I'm at home in a bonnet watching TV. She was talking to a dude one time and he asked her what she was going to do, what she had planned for the day. And she told him that she was out with her friends while the whole entire time Shuddy was literally in the bed munching on snacks and foods. She said that she didn't want to feel like she was being boring. She didn't want to lie. She just didn't want that aspect, because she really didn't have the money to. But you're out here faking the funk for other people. Let's that makes sense. You got these people believing that you're out here driving a Benz and doing all this crazy, going on all these trips and whatnot. So then you attract these people that are attracted to you because they see what you have. And then when the time comes and they show up to show out, you're non available because you don't want to be boring.
Makes sense. Like I can tell you, when I used to have stuff, there's a lot of people around. But when you struggle and don't hardly have none of that, you don't see nobody.
I mean, but besides the point, you don't put yourself out there saying that you make this amount of money, you got this, and this. When all, don't say you went and spent $10,000 on something you're still
I
written.
get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying, y'all? Like, don't go out there and say that you're still you just bought you a nice Benz or the nice expensive car and you're leasing it. You're still making payments on it. Like, be honest with yourself. Be honest with everybody around you. If you can literally get up in the mirror and literally have conversations and look yourself in the eye, I guarantee you the first 30 minutes of you doing that, you're gonna cry. And I think I've said this before in later of my podcast that I had prior. Like, y'all just don't understand like what y'all do to yourselves, and then y'all expect a certain response, but then when you get the response that you wasn't expected, you are all insecure and you want to cry or whine, and then you make that a story and how you're not getting what you want. Make it make sense. If you started off telling the truth to begin with, you shouldn't have to worry about faking it for anybody. That's what you get. You know what I'm saying? You can't throw the rock and then hide your fist. The fuck? Not every house is made out of glass.
Can't do that.
Not every house is made out of glass. You know what I'm saying?
You better know how to fight. Protect yourself. What I'm saying.
And I mean, it goes to show, everything goes hand in hand. You got people being experts trying to make a living out here, trying to undercut actual people that went to actual school for actual services that are actually needed out here for mental health, because mental health is a real issue, people. And mental health has no color. It absolutely has no color. It has no gender. It has no age. It comes in all shapes, forms, and fashions. Okay. So, I mean, you got them, then you got people trying to fake it till they make it and then don't make it and can't fake it no more. And then people talk because you led them to believe you were this type of person. All the while, all the while, cost of living is going fucking sky high. It is going extremely high. Gas, cigarettes, groceries, lights, water, heat, almost everything that we need to utilize to our survival is literally being driven up twice, if not three times. Nowadays, you can't even move into an apartment, a one bedroom apartment, unless you have 3 to 4 times the income. Where I'm at, where I'm currently located at, there is absolutely nobody in this town, including the emergency people, the authorized people. I'm talking about police officers, lawyers, making that amount of money unless you're a top lawyer. And guess what? You're not dealing with Reedsville, Rockingham County District, because you don't get that much money off of dealing with pro bono or less than cases. You might get a couple of thousand opposed to a couple million. Why would I sell myself to settle for that? Right. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think people understand that when you advertise yourself to have all of this, it's absolutely pointless when you're sitting down in the food stamp building. You can't sit here and say you got all of this, doing all of that, all the while you're literally going to the food pantries. You can't be out here clubbing all fucking weekend knowing damn well when you come home you might not have one. But you know, it's life. Flexing is a real thing, y'all. I'm not speaking on nobody's name, but they do that. Flexing is a real thing. And it really needs to just go away because it's really tearing up homes. Like, people rather choose a temporary happiness going, like, yeah, I feel like me and my family, me and my 6 children and my husband deserve a well long vacation. Maybe, well, not a cruise because we ain't going on that hunter virus bullshit. We'll stay away from that. But I think, me and my kids deserve to go somewhere for at least a week or two and have our first family vacation. But I cannot do that because I have life expenses. I have 6 children, three of my biological, three of my stepchildren, but they're my children. And anytime they need or want anything, my job is to make sure that they get it. I also have a husband that I need. I have a husband that I need to tend to. I have bills. I have a vehicle. I have a lot of things that I have to tend to. So a vacation or going somewhere for a couple of days takes a lot of planning. Yeah, the hotel for the 8 of us, and out of the 8 of us, 4 of us is adults. No, now 5. Me, you, like Anna, Destiny. Yeah, five of us are adults. So then, the price changes with those 5 adults. The rest of the 3 are still under 18. Still, they're above 12. There's one under 12, and we might get away with a cheaper rate. But then on top of that, you got to think about gas, food. We don't get food stamps, so everything will be coming out of pocket. So guess what? How many hours of work I have to do overtime just to equate just a little bit of money to save to go on a vacation. So this shit is real, and y'all out here faking it. And like my wife said, we do deserve it. We work hard every day, 10 hours hard just to, you know,
just so we are
He
able
works
to
10.
pay
I
our
work
bills.
11, 12,
Well,
sometimes longer.
I work 10 hours. My wife is Superman. She do extra.
But at the end of the day, like we really do deserve it, and it's unfortunate we slave like dogs and cannot go nowhere. We can't save to do anything. We can't purchase anything to, and our minimal purchase. You know what? Me and my husband get out of our check. We might get a McDonald's meal. We might be able to get something from El Perel for one day. Like that, that's out of what we get out of our check because everything else goes to all the freaking bills. Like, and that's not fair. That's not fair that we spend majority of our time at work, not at home. And then when we are at home, we're asleep. Then we got to get up, eat, shower, shit, shave, and do it all over again. And then when it comes to weekend, we what we didn't get to do throughout the week, we got to do on the weekend, and which is only one good day to do things that are open is on Friday. Then you gotta wait till next week to start it all over again, and then you got Saturday, and then comes Sunday, which you gotta prepare. So it's really Friday and Saturday, and when you break it down, it's only Saturday that you actually get a day off
Because them Sundays, that's just our day to rest.
for to prepare for the rest of the week. Like that's not fair. Like it's not. Our kids get breaks to go to off of summer. Like I think like something has to change with our government. Something really has to change. Something has to equal out. We should be able to spend less time at work and more time with our families. That's what I feel. I feel like healthcare should be free. I feel like everybody in the world should get the same amount of food vouchers. Where we go into the grocery store once a month, it is supposed to out
Same right of everything.
everything. And you have to learn if you got 18 kids and it is four adults in the house, I apologize. For each household, it should be the same. You should learn to manage your shit. Period.
And some women,
I would never say kids are a burden, and the women out here that are constantly having them to depend on the government. I'm not saying that because every life is a blessing. What I'm saying is, if you're going to take the time out to spread your legs, and the men out here that's going to drop the seeds in between them legs, then both of y'all equally need to stop doing that and put y'all shit together and do what y'all need to do. Budget. I mean, I feel like that's where we need to start in the world. We really do.
but that's another thing. A lot of those women, they get food, whatever they need, using them babies. And I feel like you have to use your baby to get such things. Stop making babies.
I feel like,
Because like some people like me, I have to
man,
pay child support and still take care of my kids, but it's not right.
I feel like it should be one or the other. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to lay down and bring a baby that did not ask to be in this world, you know that you have to take care of it. My thing is, if you end up with 10 kids and the government decides to take my idea and be like, oh, that's smart, and decides to give everybody, let's say 1,500 a month in food vouchers a month. I only have a certain amount of kids. So yes, I'm going to have extra. There's people that have less kids than I do. 1 to 2 kids, 3 kids. So they're gonna have extra. Not our problem. Not our business. You that does have a problem with it should learn how to deal with it. Suck it up. Meat packages, which in North Carolina where we're at in Reedsville, Richard's Meat has really decent meat package. Split it up. Go back to the old school meals that our grandparents, some of us great grandparents used to make, and and figure it out. As soon as your kid turns 18, put their ass to work. If they're not going to go to college, they need to go to work. My son is 18. And yes, once I get that valuable free time to take my ass to sit down in the DMV all damn day to get his ID, guess what he going to do? We gonna get him some applications. I'm gonna show him how to fill it out, and he's gonna get to work so he can make his own money. And I'm gonna show him how to budget his money. Something that I was not taught growing up in my childhood, which I wish, because I would things would have been a lot different for
But
me.
still more to come. Like we gonna, our family gonna be successful. The plans, but we'll talk about that on other time. But
And going into the next segment, like like I said, everything leads into each other. You know what I'm saying? You can't have a real relationship with life if you're faking it with everybody else. And then when the lights on you, you're like, well, I mean, no, you can't do that. Like,
what is that doing though? That's a question. Faking it. What is it doing?
I mean, for most people, they get an adrenaline rush off of faking for somebody else. I mean, it's putting themselves in a predicament to like our president. If you say you have a lot and you pretend you have a lot, eventually you'll get there.
Do something. Give back or no. If you bragging, do something. Give back.
Everybody's stingy. Everybody's for out themselves, and this is where generational curse breaks here on the Universal Jungle. Watch the things that we do here on the Universal Jungle, and how many lives we change, how many things we do for the community, for our own, for our. Watch. Well, y'all just watch. Damn it, just watch, okay? Speaking of watching, let's. I know y'all been hearing about these messed up relationships out here, which are very so freaking confusing. I see them on my For You page on YouTube all the freaking time. People literally, you know, they've been texting on the internet and dating apps and Backpage and OnlyFans, and then they get to, oh, let's meet up. And then the one person goes while the other person doesn't, and the other one feels ghosted, and then they do a story time on it. And then that gets them, views and likes, and then they hope that eventually one of these social media people are going to pay them enough to, actually get them the type of person they're looking for. Or they do show up, both parties show up, and it's a damn catfish. You don't look like what you say you look like in your pictures. Like, I've never had that. Um, I think if I did, I probably wouldn't even come to the table. I'd probably just be like, no. I no. You're gonna if I'm gonna take a picture, you're gonna see all of this good God glory, okay? And if you don't like it, I'm married. Somebody does. Shut up. Uh, you got these situationships out here, which I personally think is some BS. Cause what are we doing here? What are y'all doing in y'all situationship? Y'all are boyfriend and girlfriend, no matter how y'all want to put it. Y'all just have freedom. We called that back in the days courting. Y'all getting to know each other, but y'all want to call it a situationship. Nobody wants to claim claims on each other. Okay, you guys are dating. You guys are getting to know each other.
We used to
Courting,
it
courting.
was just your time for the moment.
No, it wasn't just a time or a moment. It was called
I'm saying,
courting.
as being young, that's how I used to look at it.
Mm.
I'm grown now.
It's just called courting. Another thing that I've been seeing out here with these dang on relationships that are confusing to me is the communication. Y'all, we're in an age where COVID has took away all of our thought process, and we do not have any common sense. I don't know how many times I told y'all I really was thinking about selling common sense in a jar. I worked at Dollar General, so I had access to mason jars, and I literally was about to go outside, scoop some herring, put the top on it, and label it common sense $5.
That's a t-shirt.
to see how many people was going to actually buy this jar of air of common sense.
Common sense was
And if you had any common sense, you wouldn't have been there buying the common sense.
they all like it.
I really was thinking that it was a great market. It really needed to be a great market and of common sense because COVID has done took everything personal away from you people. Like y'all don't lost y'all's identity to the world. It please make it make sense. Y'all come outside after 3 damn years of being isolated and stuck in a house all damn day with the same people, morning, noon, and night. And y'all didn't figure out how to communicate with each other, let alone with the world. You with the
Baby, you right. I feel like it's gonna be something, worse than COVID. No, they still worry about COVID.
That's not worried about COVID. I'm just saying people are so stuck in that realm. See, my husband's still stuck in
That's
that
what I'm
realm.
saying is that's the past. They say, well, that's past.
Y'all people, okay, let me make this clear. Communication is the key to every and anything that you have in the world, okay? Um, Again, I cannot stress the fact for 3 years, y'all MFers were stuck in a house with the same group of people morning, noon, and night. Morning, noon, and night, people. Morning, noon, and night. Morning, noon, and night. Morning, noon, and night. Morning, noon, and night. Do y'all catch the drift? And y'all do not know how to communicate with other human beings after 3 years being isolated and distanced from other people. And then when you get around those other people, you still don't know how to communicate. What happened? Wait, is it me? Or is it you? Like, what happened to the communication? Like, it's a big issue. We can't communicate with our government. We can't communicate with the people we work with. We can't communicate with the people we go to church with. We can't communicate with our teachers, our students, our children, our significant others. We cannot communicate. It's words, people. You see, I'm talking to you, you talk to me. It's communication. I think that's another reason why my ancestors said if I didn't get my bitch ass back up on here, they was gonna hurt me. Okay? That's why, because I got to teach y'all how to talk. Because apparently y'all talk and y'all don't think. Think before you speak. Communication gets you far. Instead of going, Yesterday, I walked through Walmart. I walked through Walmart. I was raised a certain way. When you walk past somebody and there's not enough room, you say one word, excuse me. I swear I should have recorded. I kid you not. I should do an experiment. The jungle should do an experiment through Walmart. And we should get some GoPros if anybody wants to gift us some GoPros. And we're gonna go through Walmart doing an experiment of how many people my complexion, my complexion has to say excuse me for one person that is not my complexion. They're this complexion actually hears the word excuse me and actually says, "Oh, I'm sorry, excuse me, I didn't mean to be in your way." I could have walked, I literally swore I walked by 20 people and said, "Excuse me," and they did not even move over. They tried to walk through me. Now, one thing I do on the jungle, if you have not been and new here, I keep it real and 100. And I'm not prejudiced or racist, okay? What I do is like facts is facts, okay? You have your ignorant ass people no matter what. But right now, some are showing out more than others. Some are showing out more than others, okay? And some just so happen to be that color. I'm not talking about y'all so happen to be this color. Y'all the ones that are invited to our cookouts, and y'all was, cooking with seasonings and stuff, and understand that salt and pepper is not a seasoning for everything, and the only thing you use to, season stuff, and that raisins don't belong in potato salad, okay? We're not talking about you, but those other ones that are like this, yeah. Oh, 20 of them, no lie, through Walmart. I said, excuse me, so many times, and I swear, I literally had to walk into a ball rack because I swear the fucking people were gonna walk right fucking through me. Now, I have grown. The younger me would have pushed the shit out that mug and probably punched them upside their damn head a couple of times. But the adult me, the now me, just look like, well, damn. You gotta be the right color in order to fucking people understand the word excuse me nowadays. And when I said it out loud, guess what? They didn't even fix their fucking faces to even turn around to see who I was talking to. Because they already fucking knew who the fuck I was talking to. Communication, y'all. It's simple as excuse me. You see, excuse me. Because I was raised with manners. Oh. Mm, 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 mm. Modern dating is confusing too. And why I say that is because I don't know what era some of you dumbass bras was brought up in and some of you fellas was brought in. But stop buying genitals, okay? That's what prostitution is for. Stop taking our money. Like, they gotta survive too. Like, if me and my husband were dating and my husband asked me to a date, out of etiquette, the person that asked the other person to go on a date, one, rule one, needs to go pick, if you're the asker and the other person is the takee, okay, you, the askee, needs to, one, you need to schedule where you guys are going to eat. It's your money. You're paying for it. Your choice. Not the takee. Okay? So stop asking them, oh, where would you like to eat? Especially if you ain't married or y'all not been in a committed relationship. Excuse me, sir. It's a podcast going on. Two, like I said, it's your money. You also, as the askee, need to go pick up the takee. If you don't have a vehicle or Uber system set up to pick up your takee partner, then stop asking people to go on dates with you. First, you need to figure that out. Three, when you arrive, that person that asks should not say, hey, we're splitting the bill if you don't give me the booty, or you're going to pay the bill if this doesn't happen. No, you ask that person, you pick that person up, so therefore you get to know that person and you spend your money, y'all go home. And if you choose to do it again, then you choose to do it again. But then the second time around, you should choose your words because, again, communication is a fucking issue. Use your words carefully. Think about how you say shit because then people would not perceive it such ways. There's only one way they're going to perceive it. Would you like to go on this thing with me? Now, for the person receiving that information. It should only be one thing. Oh, they're asking me to participate with them. That means I need my own shit, my own money, my own way there, my own way back. I should not be expecting this person to pay for my meals, my room and board, or anything else of that nature. Common sense. Oh, wait, y'all lost that in communication too. So that's part of common sense. So it does make sense why modern dating sucks because you guys expect so damn much. You got bitches get flown out here, and guess what the niggas do? They pay for the bitch to get flown out there just to bone them and send them back home. Really? You get a chick and the first thing she wants to do is go to the 5-star restaurant, get treated like she's been married and she's some dime piece type shit, knowing damn well her breath stink, her booty stink, coochie stink.
Out the gate, no. No. If I know you and we a couple months, yes, but not how you call it? First appearance.
Yeah, the first date, like
First date, we're gonna make a
the
picnic.
first couple of days. Right, the first couple of days should be simple. Y'all shouldn't be really thinking the first day. Y'all shouldn't be thinking about a restaurant. Y'all should be thinking about going for a long walk. You should go for long walks. The second date should be like maybe a picnic. The third date should be like something sporty and fun where you guys get to experience each other's athletic communication. The fourth and fifth date, I don't forget which date I'm on now. Then that should be like okay because now y'all both got an understanding of each other because y'all done communicated for so long. On that fifth date, y'all should be like okay, halves. You know what I'm saying? In dating, anyways, it should be halves, like all the way. I feel like it should be half all the way.
Like
Now,
buy me something to eat because I can't see myself.
all the way, it should be half all the way. Like, and I feel like when you're married, different rules apply. Like, I expect when I'm hungry, my husband to pay for my food. Or to go buy me some food, or go find me some food, or go make me some food because he's my fucking husband. And I do things in that room that he should be grateful for, okay?
And that's none of y'all's business.
But
Wife, shut up.
I expect that because, and vice versa. My husband expects me to do things as his wife. It's not, it's not like we're girlfriend and boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? If he's hungry, my job as his wife is to make sure that my husband goes to work. His bag is full with foods, multiple different types of things that he can munch on just in case he doesn't want one particular thing. He has a variety of things. He has a variety of drinks. So he doesn't have to just drink water or drink soda. He has juice, he has tea, he has coffee, he has variety.
That's the old saying. Now I look at it like I'm the man. I'm supposed to make sure you do. I can survive. I'm a
And
man.
that's the problem.
I'm
We
a
should
man.
make sure each other are good.
Right. When we do, but
It's not taking anything away from you
we build
as
struggle.
as a man, but I feel like there should be different with this modern dating stuff. It should be different things. When you guys are dating, it shouldn't be aspects of expecting high quality, expensive things, limos, 5-star restaurants, 5-star hotels. It should be the bare minimum. Y'all go mini golfing. Um, I took me and my husband. I took me and my husband for his birthday to go kart. We had the most freaking fun. Like maybe one year, we could go horseback riding. Like the small things, and that's just because I'm uh I'm very imaginatory. I like creating events and memories and fun things. That's just something that I love doing. And best believe the Universal Jungle is making again. We're about to change up and do some things. So just know that like those things are a part of me, and not everybody's equipped the same way I am. So I say that to say this, like, when you're dating and you're courting and get to know each other, it should be picnics and long walks and little miniature golf
Right.
and flying kites in a windy park. You know what I'm saying? Or go watching planes take off. Like something simple, something that does not require anything. That's how you really get to know who you're dealing with. Really, because if that person can rock with you doing the small things, just imagine how much more fun y'all will have when y'all get to do the real expensive, the excursions, the skydiving, the cruises, the you know
Both their putting together is amazing. Two was always better than one.
but you see what I'm saying? It's just all in all, like, starting off small. People fail to realize the small things equal up to the big things, the bigger things. If you pay attention to the small things, the bigger things will never happen. I'm a firm believer of that. If you nip the small things in the bud, just like an infestation. If you had an infestation of any sorts of mice, roaches, rats, animals, whatever, or ants, whatever, you see a few of them, you get the right stuff, you cure it right away, then you won't have to worry about it. But if you go get the low budget and you take less time just to get it done, just to say you killed them, in a week's time you see twice as much as you did the first time, and even more and even more. That's where the infestation comes in. That is the bigger problem. That is the big thing. So if you nip it in the bud to begin with, you should never have to worry about the big things. Never. Yes, life be life in, and some small things turn into big things. It slip right through our hands. Sometimes we cannot control it. But if you believe in God, you would not have to worry about those big things coming, because nothing through him that is bad shall ever prosper. And if you know God like I know God, God is a God, awesome God, all the time, and all the time God is good. I'm telling you. So I mean, people, y'all need, before y'all come outside and thinking y'all cute and fly, go back inside. Do me. Do Nova Girl this one justice for the universal jungle. Go back inside. Go to your bathroom mirror. Count to 10. First go in there. Close your eyes. Keep the light on. Look in the mirror. Count to 10. Open your eyes. And ask yourself in that moment what you're about to do. And if you can honestly leave that bathroom with a straight face, without one tear, without one smirk, without laughing or going, why am I doing this stupid shit? If you could do that without all that extra in between, then you deserve to do whatever your brain said for you to do. But if you break down in that bathroom, that means that you have to do some work, mentally, physically, and socially. I know, because that's how I got to where I am today, because I had to do that. Somebody in my life that is no longer here, and there's the last thing that I heard out their mouth. They told me to do, and damn if it didn't work.
I like that. It's deep. Now I love it because they never told me that, but it's deep. I love it.
If you can go in the bathroom, just like I'm looking at this camera, just like I'm looking at myself in this camera, I have my flaws. Do I like looking at myself? Yes and no, because I see my flaws, but I don't care, because guess what? What I love about myself outweighs the flaws that's in my head, because I was able to face those flaws because I looked myself in the mirror and I did it over and over and over and over and over again, y'all. It's not a one night process. I did it over until I was able to look myself in the mirror eye to eye, like I am, eye to eye, and be like, girl, you a bad motherfucker. These motherfuckers really don't know. Keep working in silence, boo. They don't know. They don't know. Because they're not like me. They're not like me. They don't know.
My wife don't have to put on no makeup. She's beautiful when she wake up.
And I appreciate that. Thank you, baby. But y'all don't know. I can sit here and tell y'all everything that I want to do, everything I'm going to do. But if you know a Capricorn, if you know a Capricorn, just in case what I say gets taken by y'all, I have a backup plan for the backup plan. Oh, yes, y'all going to succeed off of mine, but I guarantee you won't do it again. I guarantee you won't do it again. So I guess if you're going to take it, plan well with it. Plan well with it. Because the way my mind is set up and the way God got me working, the way He's doing me right now, I am booked and busy. Okay? Booked and busy as ever. I don't have time for the bull. I don't have time for the kiki ha ha on the side. I will leave you where I met you. And if we meet again, just know that it won't be the same thing as the first time. Trust and believe that. So again, got another viewer that chimed in and told me a little bit about what was going on her situationship, relationship, confusing bullshit. She says she told me wasn't ready for a relationship. Well, I'm sorry, it's a guy talking about this female. She told me that she wasn't ready for a relationship, but she would get mad anytime I talked to somebody else. He would go days without texting her, then come back like nothing happened, and then expected her to respond the same way. She started acting like she didn't care just to match his energy, even though she actually did. At one point, they were talking every day. Then the next week, it was just random check ins like, you good? Uh, we done had, if you've been in love or you've been trying to talk to somebody, y'all know what that is. Y'all go, y'all talk for like every day, like, good morning, beautiful, or good morning, handsome. Did you eat today? Stuff like that. And then a week, it's like, just seeing if you good and not really getting no response type shit. Nobody ever said what it was, but somehow feelings still got involved. She didn't want to ask too many questions, but she didn't want to seem like she was doing too much. And he never clarified anything because everything was already cool the way it was. Pause before I finish reading. Here's the problem. You want this girl to notice you and you want to be with her, but you want her to commit to you and openly say, yeah, I'm feeling you the same way you feeling me. Let's do what do. But then y'all don't say nothing. Y'all don't speak upon it. She gets mad. You see that she gets mad when you talk to other females. So you already know that chick is into you, but you never had the courage to go up and be like, yo, what it is, what it is, what it is. And apparently she never did too. So then y'all texting each other saying that y'all, fucking with each other on the low, but not fucking with each other. But then you say it's cool, like, cause y'all cool.
Was shy though. I used to like one of them type.
But I mean, how can you be cool the way it is, but you want more? That doesn't make any sense.
All they do is fuck up somebody's mental. Cause say y'all ain't together, but if you see her talking to another man and a hug, the other person crazy in love might try.
But my thing is, he said, um, He never clarified. He never clarified anything because it was already cool the way it was. So therefore, you really didn't want to be committed to the girl. You just liked the way the thing was going, but you realized every time you stepped out and was talking to somebody, you noticed that she was upset because maybe y'all really was in a relationship, but you just didn't see that way. And women, I need y'all to understand something. Women tend to either get the pipe and y'all get attached, or you see something that that man is doing for you that no other man has done for you in a while, or it feels good, and y'all get attached. Like, we gotta stop as women, allowing certain things to occur in our life when it comes to being dumbfounded after a man's done laid it down. But I mean, it's just we gotta come to a point where it's just like, come on now, like.
But it's the niggas' fault. Like
I mean, even if it is that case, like, we as women have to use our better judgment. You already knew what it was when you laid down with this person. So when you get up with this person, don't change. You knew what it was when you lay down. You know what I'm saying? If I throw a basketball at you, I know when you throw it back, it's going to be a fucking basketball. I didn't throw a basketball to you and you threw a football.
right. That speech right there. All daughters, I want you
I,
to talk to them.
I just make it make sense. It don't make sense to me. Somebody out here make it make sense. Lord. Anyways, so now it's just this weird space where they talk sometimes, don't talk sometimes, and neither one of them really knows what they are, but neither one of them fully lets it go neither. So again, y'all in a fucked up ass situationship that, again, y'all in a relationship, are y'all in a dating relationship. Y'all getting to know each other. She's getting jealous. He's getting jealous. They still have feelings for each other. They text each other. It's not. It's not until one of the two are gonna say, "Look, I need you. I want you. What it is, what it's gonna be, what it's gonna do," type situation. And TikTok, if I don't plug this phone up, y'all ain't gonna be seeing nothing. So give me a second, y'all. I gotta plug TikTok up.
You know, part of my job is to help you. That was great. Asking you a question. So like,
Well, read it.
my sister, she's like, where is subscribe at?
You gotta go on YouTube and subscribe. Like on Facebook. Follow me on all my social media accounts. You YouTube. Look up Nova Girl at Universal Jungle. I'm on Instagram, Sweet Diesel22. Snap, Sweet Diesel22. All my social links will be up. So if anybody needs on Facebook, it is locked in. It should be locked in on TikTok. Um, as far as my other ones like Twitch, I have not set up my tags on Twitch yet. I think I have, but I haven't. I'm not sure. But trust me, find one of me, you'll find the rest of me, okay? I'm a big body, big back Capricorn like that. That's the goat in me, okay? But needless to say, for the both of them, that is a tough thing to be in between. It really is, to be in the knowing and not in the knowing. It's like being dead and alive at the same damn time. With that thought, our next segment is peace and avoidance. Like, are we today protecting peace, or are we running away from problems? And I don't think people know the difference between protecting your peace and running away from a problem. Okay? If you have a baby mama who won't let you see your kids but want all your money, and you choose not to deal with that, and you take her to court and you let the courts handle it, that is protecting your peace. Okay? But if you don't do anything at all, that is just running away from the whole ordeal, which eventually it will catch up to you. I'm just saying. And what you should have handled then, you got to handle now. Plus, or whatever has accumulated in the time that you didn't handle your shit. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. When it comes to avoiding life, is it because of life and responsibilities? It's what are you avoiding?
I think
Like how do you balance between healing and running away from problems? It is difficult. You can't do both. You either face it and balance it, or you leave it alone and run and keep running because that's all you're going to be doing, because wherever it goes it's going to follow you.
I was thinking to ask you a question, but how can you do that? How can you run from life?
People do
Other than
run
like
from
sleep.
life.
That's the only
I,
thing.
I mean, we're not even going to go to that extent, but people run away from problems daily. People avoid people just because they owe them money. That's running away from a problem. It's because you know you owe somebody something. Instead of the money that you got in your hand to give them, you want to go do something else with it. That's running away. That's avoiding your life and responsibilities. But protecting your peace is when you're at home and you're trying to go to sleep and somebody turns the radio on extremely loud.
Yeah, mornings, TV.
Mornings, TV, late night radio, it don't matter. Or when you know that your whole day you've been at work for X amount of hours and your boss has been writing, you've been doing everything you're supposed to do, and they're just finding any and everything to ride your ass. And as soon as 5 o'clock or whatever clock time it is for you to clock out, you run out the door. That is protecting your peace. You see what I'm saying? It's a big difference. And I mean, I can only say if you run away from your problem and you're not taking accountability, then you're a coward. You take it for what it is. I think that you're a coward
Then
when
get
you
it
run
out the way.
away. It's best to get it done out the way because you don't know what else more you have
You don't want it
accumulated.
to come to you.
That, and you don't know what you accumulated. Like my husband, for instance, he had a charge that was now almost 9 years ago that he didn't take care of. He started a whole new life, changed his whole new life, got married, starting a blended family. And one incident happened and it all came back to him. If he would have took care of it then, he probably wouldn't have had to pay the amount of money he had to pay, or go through all the assessments and all the probation and all the extra stuff that he had to do in order for him to get this taken care of. Now, if he would have did that then, he probably wouldn't have had to worry about doing all that extra stuff. But when I say they gave him every little bit of years that he did not take care of it, oh yeah, they made an example out of him. This is a prime example. Like I told him, you should have took care of that a long time ago. Now your problem has become our problem, and I shouldn't have had to deal with it because I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Now I got to worry about it. Now I'm on that ass to make sure you showing up, doing what you need to do, and we're gonna get this shit taken care of. I don't give a fuck if I got work extra hours, pay no bills, and to make sure you get your shit. We're not doing that. I want to be free. I don't want to look over my neck for nothing,
What?
not for
Like you can
nobody.
do, like you said, as being a man, I supposed to been did that.
Raven,
But at the
really?
time, I was just young and dumb.
Sorry, yeah. I went from having Smokey over here on my ass. Now I have my dog. She's a black German Shepherd, which I think she's a Belgian Shepherd. Um, and now she's over here, and she was sitting on my foot and sitting on. If I wanted to roll my chair, I'd probably roll the hell over her because she's underneath my ass. My animals love
She
me.
loved her mother.
My husband calls me Doctor Doolittle, but no. Um, ooh, nose. Before we shift this energy, let me say this real quick. Everything we talked about tonight, whether it was social media, relationships, life being expensive, people being confusing, all of it really comes back to one thing. We all just trying to figure it out in real time. Some people just better at hiding it than others. Some people make it look good online. Some people keep it real offline. And some people are just stuck somewhere in between. But one thing about it, everybody's going to go through something. And that's why the universal jungle exists, not to be perfect, not to be exact to the T, not act like we all goody good two shoes, like we got all the fucking answers. Because at the end of the day, we don't. And everything looks good on camera, just like it does on the couch, okay? So, what you could do in front of the camera, you could do behind the camera. Keep it real. Excuse me, y'all. God bless you. Just to let y'all know, y'all always going to be part of the universal jungle. Anytime you tune in, regardless if you watch me now or you watch me later, you are a part of the jungle family. I just need y'all to understand that you could always leave the jungle, but the jungle will never leave you, okay? Welcome to the jungle, baby.
I missed this part. I think it's better than it used to be.
All right, my beautiful people. That's another Freestyle Saturday in the books. We laughed, we learned, we side eyed, and we spoke truth to the power. Just remember, life is a jungle, but in here, we don't just survive, we thrive. If you felt the vibe today, go ahead and share this with somebody who needs a little Nova energy in their life. Follow me on all my social medias at the Universal Jungle so you'll never miss the next adventure. And as always, stay curious, stay unapologetic, and keep your spirits loud. I am Nova Girl, and until next time, welcome to the jungle, baby.
Off the record, say it loud. Off the record, say it proud. Off the record, no holding back. Off the record, we cool with that. Real cap, no cap, no cap, no cap. Jungle vibe, jungle vibe. Where we at? The universal jungle. Off the record, say it loud. Off the record.
All right, my beautiful people.
Off the record, say it loud. Off the record, say it proud. Off the record, no holding back. Off the record, we cool with that. Real cap, no cap, no cap.